Saturday morning, I'm going away with my friend. We'll Saturday spend till the end of the day. Just I and my friend. We'll travel for miles in our Saturday smiles, and then we'll move on. But we will remember long after Saturday's gone. Come Saturday morning, come Saturday morning, come Saturday morning, I'm going away with my friend. We'll Saturday laugh more than half of the day. Just I and my friend, dressed up in our rings and our Saturday things, and then we'll move on. But we will remember long after Saturday's gone. Come Saturday morning, come Saturday
Come Saturday morning, I'm going away with my friend. We'll Saturday spend more than half of the day. Just I and my friend. We'll travel for miles in our Saturday smiles.
I've been thinking, and, well, I wonder if maybe seeing so much of each other is really such a good thing.
First love is beautiful hurt. If it happens to you once, you're lucky. Paramount Pictures presents an Alan J. Pakula production, The Sterile Cuckoo, starring Liza Minnelli, Wendell Burton, and Tim McIntyre.
Once you came to me. how sweet. April dream doesn't last. Are we just April fools who can't see all the danger around us? If we're just April fools, I don't care. We'll find our way.
Happy hunting.
You know, you don't look married.
Thank you. Well, you don't look very married either.
Yeah? Well, thank you.
She has a husband. He has a wife. With so much in common, they just have to fall in love.
Of course. Yeah. Well, I met this girl and I came alive.
Brubaker's the name.
Buy a drink?
Fine. I get my things.
What about your promotion? Oh, I quit.
Well, I've known of men to crack from the strain of life at the top, but never after one day.
I'm a frog and she's a princess.
Repeat this simple sentence after me. I am not now, nor have I ever been, a frog.
I'm not a frog now.
You are a prince.
Brubaker, you need some rest. You also need to consult a doctor, either a psychiatrist or a veterinarian.
Last night you didn't know what tie to wear, and now you're running off with the boss's wife. We danced, and I do. I laughed with her. I really laughed, and I made her laugh. You know what I think? You're moving too fast. You do look out!
Are you sure you don't want me to drive?
I don't even want to discuss it. Just relax and leave the driving to us. Right, Benson? My coat.
Your coat what?
Caught in the door. My hand, too, I think. We'll open it up.
Didn't you ever meet a girl that made you feel different?
We'll find our way somehow. No need to be afraid. True love has found us.
Jack Lemmon and Catherine Deneuve are the April Fools. Peter Lawford, Myrna Loy, Jack Weston, Harvey Korman, and Charles Boyer are some of their very funny friends.
This song's called Alice's Restaurant. It's about Alice and the restaurant. But Alice's Restaurant is not the name of the restaurant, that's just the name of the song. And that's why I call the song Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Now it all started 2 Thanksgivings ago. It was on 2 years ago on Thanksgiving when my friend and I went up to visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice doesn't live in the restaurant. She lives in the church nearby the restaurant in the bell tower with her husband Ray and Facha the dog. And living in the bell tower like that, they got a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. And having all that room, seeing as how they took out all the pews, they decided that they didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time. We got up there, we found all the garbage in there, and we decided it'd be a friendly gesture for us to take the garbage down to the city dump. So we took the half a ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus, took shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, and headed on toward the city dump. Well, we got there, and there's a big sign and a chain across the dump saying closed on.
That old black magic has me in its spell. That old black magic that you weave so well. I see fingers up and down my spine. Same old witchcraft when your eyes meet mine. The same old tingle that I feel inside. Then that elevator starts its ride. Down and down I go, round and round I go, like a leaf that's caught in the tide. I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name and I'm aflame with such a burning desire that only your kiss can put out the fire. You are the lover I have waited for, the maid that fate had me created for, and every time.
How fast must a man go to get from where he's at?
You know, you put together 2 good years, and you win a couple of
Well, I
weeks,
just hope you don't end up asking yourself the question some folks ask me. What's he do it for?
Well, I'll be famous. I'll be a champion.
The world's full of them.
Yeah, you ski fast, but you're reckless. You never had any real education, did you? All you ever had was your skis. And that's not enough.
I waited for you in Majev.
Well, why, David? You know I had plans for Christmas, didn't you?
Oh, let me see. Superbly calm and with the absolute concentration the sport demands. A concentration which can mean the difference between victory and defeat.
Hey, David!
Paramount Pictures presents Downhill Racer, a Wildwood International Limited production, starring Robert Redford, Gene Hackman, Camilla Sparv. How fast must a man go to get from where he's at?
A certain kind of character that I felt I knew, I grew up with. A character that was not particularly educated, was kind of rough-edged, even on a slightly crude side, but was skilled. I said, that's the story I want to tell, that we celebrate these characters in our society. And they, I think, wanted to focus on the skiing and like it was a big action movie. So we argued right from the beginning about it, and it was just a struggle right from the beginning. When the film came out, I could see that they had it all wrong. Not only that, but obviously they didn't care much about it. And we'd had a preview in Santa Barbara. The first time I ever sat in an audience watching a movie that I was involved with, which is not a pleasant experience. I'm sitting with Natalie Wood, who was a friend. And it's in Santa Barbara, and I said, why are they going to screen this in Santa Barbara? That's weird. And they said, no, it's a great screening place. And it was on a double bill with Midnight Cowboy, with no intermission. So this came right on top of the ending of Midnight Cowboy. Everybody's really bummed out and so forth. You know, people need to go to the bathroom. And so it's starting, and I'm sitting there watching people get up and going out, you know, as the film is starting. Natalie said, don't worry about it. The people go to the bathroom, they'll come back. Pretty soon when the film started, I was really excited about how we were starting the film. I thought it was a bit arty, but I liked it. And people were confused. What's I was hearing this buzzing. And finally I heard, skiing, 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 skiing. Whole chunks of rows were getting up and leaving. Like, I'm not interested in skiing, you know. Anyway, make a long story short, the screening went on and people were leaving in droves. And finally, Natalie's argument couldn't hold up. I said, well, I got news for you. Either they're constipated or they're not coming back. And she says, don't worry about it. In this film I did, they threw things at the screen. And the final blow was, towards the end of the movie, there was a scene that I had written that I was really proud of, showing the crassness of the character, that he makes love to this gal in the backseat of a car in his hometown of Idaho Springs, and after it's over, he's done, and she wants to talk, and he just wants to move on, and she's babbling on about, you know, I think I might go to dental hygiene school, or maybe I'll wait on tables in Jackson Hole. And she's talking, well, I don't know, what do you think I ought to do? And my line is, I don't know, do you have any gum? I just love that. I was very proud of it. When I was in the film, I'm sitting there, but this time I'm drained. Most everyone has left, and there's this woman and her husband behind me. And when that line came up, this woman who didn't know I was sitting in front of her goes, ah, geez, Mr. Personality. And that was like the final blow. The cars were horrible. It looked like a disaster, and then miraculously it got very nice reviews. And it started to play in small theaters, but it was being taken out. And the final blow came when I decided to take the film under my arm, because I'd done it for nothing, and not taken a fee except a production fee. And I had put so much into it, I thought, I'll take it under my arm and I'll take it around to the districts myself. And I was in Buffalo, New York, and the field rep at that time was really a nice man, and it was a blizzard outside, and we're supposed to go to Canada. And he said, look, you're not going to get to Canada tonight. He said, let me take you out to dinner, by an Italian meal. We're sitting at dinner. He said, let me tell you something. I can't see, I don't want to watch this. He says, forget it. I said, what do you mean forget it? He says, I would drop it. I'd give up the ghost on this. He says, it's gone. I said, what do you mean it's gone? He said, it's already being amortized in lunches and things like that. The studio has dumped it.